Hello my crafty friends, this is Yvette from Yvette Creates, and I am a member of the Not2Shabby Shop design team. Today I'm going to walk you through how I made one of these three beautiful cards. Today I'm going to be playing with one of the paper pads that came in this month's paper pad club. So I'm using the Blissful Autumn paper pad, and I've decided to go along with this to use this month's Sheetload of Cards Sketch from Alicia of the Call Me Crafty Al channel. Now I will be sure to link to Alicia's channel in the description box below, as well as a link to the Not2Shabby Shop and the goodies that I'm using to make today's cards. Now I did go ahead and pre-cut some of the elements of my card, one of which is this sheet of pattern paper that has the cut aparts. I did go ahead and fussy cut those out, and then I did stamp and cut a sentiment, and this sentiment is actually from the Stamp and Die of the Month, and this is the Fall Forest Friends stamp set. So I used the sentiment that says gather together, and then I die cut it using the coordinating die. So let me show you how I am cutting my card base, because this is a mini slimline edition and it is a fun fold. So let's cut that. And so what you're going to do is cut a piece of paper at 7 inches by 6 1/4 inches. And then I'm using this scrap to die cut some circles from. And this is a 3-inch circle die that I just had in my stash. So I will be cutting another circle from there. Then we're going to get our cardstock and we're going to line it up with the 7-inch side at the top. We're going to score at 1 1/4 and 3 1/2. Alrighty. Then we're going to go ahead and fold it at that 3 1/2 mark. So you're basically folding it in half. And I'm going to burnish it to get a nice crisp fold. Then at the score mark that was at 1 1/4, we're going to fold it backwards so it's opening up to the left. And so see, this is your fun fold. And cut our pattern paper next. So while the sketch calls for 12 by 12 pattern paper, you can definitely make it work with 6 by 6. So what I'm going to do is, you need one piece that is 3 1/4 inches wide, another that is 1 3/4 inches wide, and another that is 1 inch wide. So I'm going to go ahead and cut 1 inch here. And then we're going to cut 1 3/4, and that leaves you with 3 1/4. So I'll do that for all 3 pieces of pattern paper. And then I am going to go ahead and die cut 2 of these 3-inch circles from my craft colored cardstock. Alrighty, now we have all our pieces cut and ready to go, so we can assemble our cards. Now I did cut a few circles out of this cream colored cardstock, as well as this other piece of pattern paper that was in the pack. So first off, I am going to attach the 1 3/4 inch piece of cardstock, and you're going to put it more to the left of your card base. And there will be some extra space here, but that's not a problem because this piece is going to fold over and cover that up. So let's do this real quick. I'm going to score this down a little bit more, kind of get a good crease there. And then I am going to use some score tape to hold this down. Oh, look, some of the glue leaked out. Only because this is a really thick cardstock that I'm using. This is a craft cardstock from Michaels. It's 110 pound, but boy, is it thick. So I want to make sure this part stays down, doesn't lift up. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this back, burnish that down. Now you don't have to adhere this down. If you want to leave the flap open, you most certainly can. But then we're going to put our 1-inch piece on that folded piece. And then the larger piece will go on the inside. Ooh, I almost like that one. No, let's go with it. All right, just try and line this up in the center as best we can. There it is, closed. Now, to put together our circle elements, this is what we're going to do. So, this yellow one is going on the craft, so I can put glue on all of the back of that. Then, this isn't going to get glued down on every part of the back, so it's going in the center. But as you can see, I really only need to put glue up to this point. So, kind of making note of that. And then I will add my liquid glue. And of course, you could use dry adhesive if you'd like. Now, before I decorate, what I want to do is use my tape runner here, and I'm going to kind of put this right behind there with just a little bit of that tape runner. Then I can add my glue here. And put it down. Then I'll carefully lift it. There we go. And that way it's in just the right place of the card so you don't see it. Then I can add my cream colored cardstock to that center. And this will give you a place to add another sentiment if you'd like, or another image, or to write your message. Of course, you can write your message on the left panel here, but I thought it'd be nice to have that additional piece there. So see, when you close it, you don't see that part. Now, to decide, I am going to use that sentiment and then one of those images that I cut apart, and I think that looks cute like that. So I could add dimension to this, but I think I want to lay the image flat for this card, only because I think since it is a fun fold, I want to let that be the focal point. And then if I got any glue back here, I want to take that off so it doesn't glue down. There we go. Kind of push this down. And I'm going to kind of fold this. Like I said, this is a super thick cardstock, so I'm having to be really good at creasing it to try and get it to lay flat. That's a little bit better. All right, there's card number 1. So let me finish the other 2 and we'll show you the 3 once I'm done. So there you have my 3 completed cards using the Blissful Autumn Paper Pad from this month's Not2Shabby Shop Paper Pad Club, as well as the September 2024 Sheetload of Cards Sketch. Thanks for sticking around to the end. Until next time, bye!